Hello and welcome back, my kings of the north. How you doing today? It's your friend Chris here, and we're playing the Northerners Village today. Before we get there, just want to talk about really quick. I'm using Olok. Feel free to use whatever hero you want, but Olok works pretty well with the Winterlands. There's a lot of people who have slight armor, so you can just sort of take them down nice and quickly, and then he just sort of cleans up anybody else that's trying to run through. We finally got the new Spectre's Mausoleum here, so you should have that available to your disposal as well. And what you can do is you can pop that guy in there. And I don't really like the Dark Knights all that much. You know, if you're a big fan of them, feel free to use them, but I don't really like them that much. I prefer the Orcs Den, so I'm going to be using them today. As far as my upgrades are concerned, kind of a mixed bag here. Just a little bit of everything, kind of a low tier. I actually didn't go all the way up to the very top like I do on some. A lot of Kingdom Rush games, they go all the way up with the Lightning or all the way up with the Archers or something like that. I don't really feel like it's necessary here. So here is the Beast from the north. Not the Beast from the east this time. He's pretty scary over here. He's pretty beefy. We're going to have to fight him eventually, kind of, sort of. But, so first of all, starting off, man, we've got Berserkers, Huntresses, and Wildlings coming in pretty hot. What we're going to do is we're going to use believe it or not, we're going to use two Dwarfs here, or Furnaces. And we're going to put one here, boom, boom, and we're going to go all the way up to the highest tier we can get to here, guys. And then we're going to get ready to send out this next wave. And then we got to be a little bit careful, because on this side we're going to have to use a little bit more Archer action, Furnace action, and then like maybe a little bit of a combination of cleanup over here. But believe it or not, this is sort of a goofy way to play the game, but we're going to be getting a Spectre's Mausoleum fairly quickly in the game as well. First of all, to add the combination of magic in with the physical damage of the melting furnace over here. Combining those guys together is pretty nice. And you've also got a good amount of stunnage coming out of the mausoleum over here. I actually really enjoy it for its stunning power, man. The gargoyles are beastly as crap. I like them as they're one of my favorite towers to defend here, guys. So let's pop these guys in. We're actually just gonna, I don't know, should I do it? No, we'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. Alright, so everybody's getting taken down nice and slow here, but they are getting taken down. So here we go. They are coming out over here. They're glacial wolves this time around. So to stop them, what we're going to do is we're going to pop down a quick Orc Warriors Den, kind of in the middle here. We're going to get one Archer right here, and we're going to Soul Steal and go to the next wave here, guys. That's the way you do it. This guy should die. He's a little bit strong. You know, Olok, even though he's not super duper tanky, can still survive a few hits from some of these random guys over here. So far, not even fighting any Glacial Wolves yet, man. They're not going to come out right from the get-go. Actually, still Northerners coming out of the top left corner. All right, wonderful. So I think what I got to do is I definitely have to use my reinforcements over here against these Glacial Wolves. I think there's only 4 of them coming out, so you don't need to go crazy with it or anything like that. Just get to, oh, here we go. They're going to try and take me down over here, so we're going to have to move our hero back on over to the other side. We're going to TP this guy, kablamo! And then if we need to, we can use our reinforcements to stop it the rest of the way. Look at that luck right there, man. Oh, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. That was a little bit lucky right from the get-go. I should have used the reinforcements way earlier. I just didn't. Okay, so let's move Olok back, and then we're going to have our reinforcements all ready to go. We're ready for the next wave already. Some more stalkers coming out already, baby. Woo! Talk about a spicy amount of hardcore guys right from the get-go, man. So I should let you guys know that this is a good strategy for late game. It's going to be a little bit rougher in the beginning part of the game, but that's okay. You know, it's okay to have a little bit rougher time in the early part of the game, because then late game, everything's just going to go really smoothly. You're not going to lose all 20 lives all at once. Like, even if you lose a life at this point, it's not that big of a deal. So let's actually move him back just a little bit. These guys are rough, though. The Apex Stalkers, they've got a lot of health, they've got a lot of magic resistance, and then after they die, they've still got this stupid Apex Shard over here that you have to take down as well. And he's got magic resistance, too, so don't forget about that. So what's going to happen here, though, is this guy's going to keep shooting arrows at you. So you're going to have to make sure you've either got strong enough guys that can tank those arrows, or you are ready to, like, rebuy some guys, or whatever you need to do to make sure you're not going to lose any of these lives to these stupid wolves over here. You could even do 2 piles of goblins if you feel like it. 2 piles of the orcs. Or if you're really frickin' fancy, man, if you're good enough, you can also go crazy and try and move your guys out of the way. Though I'll be honest, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult to make that happen. So we're going to go for the next wave already. Warbear's coming out already, baby. Woo! So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this guy in here. We're going to get the quick, mausoleum as soon as we possibly can. Because these warbears are tough, man. Oh, boy. They are tough. So we're gonna do a quick TP on these guys. We're just gonna blast them here, get rid of them, and then the warbear we're gonna stop with the reinforcements really quick. I know it seems weird, but believe it or not, you can still kill warbears even with the frickin' furnace. So here we go. Here's the mausoleum though, baby. Yeah. Watch him go to town. And we're gonna get this guy all the way up to the highest tier that we can get to. So the basic idea here, though, just so you guys understand, is that we're going to get the mausoleum here, we're going to get the gargoyles up as one of our first things, we're going to put them sort of further down as far as we can to the bottom of the screen over here, and what do we got coming out? Stalkers, wolves, ice witch, and northern wildling. So a lot of stuff coming out over here, but mostly you can just build archers against them, you know? So we might even go up to the 4th tier archer over here as well. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's just go for the Soul Crusher right from the get-go, baby. And I'm probably going to do a TP, a teleport on this thing backwards, and just use them for reinforcements to keep him in the way right here. Alright. It's okay. I don't mind using the TP early on in the game like that. That's the only time that I feel like the teleport actually works to your favor. You know, like the only time where you're like, that was actually pretty good right there. I enjoyed that. Alright, so lots of peeps coming in right now. Luckily, we still got a pretty high-level archer tower over here. The shadow archers are still working out wonderfully. I should mention, by the way, that we are playing on veteran right now. So if you're playing on normal or anything lower than that, obviously this is going to be way, way easier for you. So I wouldn't worry at all, man. But I think we're going to go all the way up to this 4th tier archer fairly quickly. Come on, Ice Witch. Come on, you gotta get out of here. So the Ice Witches, they make a bunch of these stupid Apex Shards, and these guys are very easy to just sneak through your defense. They have a decent amount of health, but they're also really quick. And that's the main issue with them, is that they're so freaking quick, they can just run right through, even sneak through your defense without you even noticing. It's like, oh, there's just Ice Shards on the ground right there. Nope, that was a freaking Apex Shard right there. Sneaking through your defense. So now you can see our defense is finally coming into order. It was chaos before, but now it's all starting to make sense. So we're going to go over the next wave already. I don't even care what's coming out. I think we're pretty much good at this point. I still want to get this guy up to 4th tier and get the gargoyles flowing. But now that I've got the 4th tier shadow archer over here, I feel like we can actually do a decent amount of damage to these guys. So there's the warbear. Let's keep him in range of the mausoleum right here. I might even teleport him backwards. We're gonna have to see how it goes. I want to, you know, I don't want to have to build a barracks over here, so I want to end up using. So we go. We're gonna go get ready for this teleport. I'm gonna teleport. Put some reinforcements now. We're going to move Olok back over here. We're going to get the mausoleum up to the next level, and we got 2 warbears on top of each other. Let's soul crush them right there. You get some stunning action. You get a good amount of damage right there, and that's going to help us take those 2 warbears down already. And now with all this delicious extra money right here, we're going to end up getting our gargoyles. So I love the gargoyles. I don't know what it is about the gargoyles, but I absolutely love them. So we got wyverns coming out and some leap dragons coming out. These are a new enemy coming here. We've got Vikings mounted on dragons that can fly over enemies for a short period of time. They're kind of like the miners of the Viking land. They kind of sneak through a little bit. They're actually not as sneaky as miners by any means. You can still damage them and everything, so, you know, but they turn flying for like a couple seconds. They're a little bit annoying. I don't really find them to be all that problematic for the most part, unless your barracks units just end up being in a weird spot where they're leaping over, you know? Like, that's the only time they end up being a problem for you. So, and then you can always just use reinforcements in the way, and then after that happens, it's basically done. There's, like, nothing you have to worry about, almost at all. So look at these dragons over here. We are taking them down. We got the 4th tier Shadow Watcher, and they're more than good enough. We can go for a 2nd gargoyle already, by the way. Heck yeah. All the warbears are getting destroyed. Sadly, the Leap Dragon just out of range of the mausoleum right there. Just out of range. He's hopping right past it, man. But that's okay. We got enough stunning power over here, and we always got the teleport if we really need to. Ooh, Olok's actually almost dead over here. Let's get him out of the way really quick. Trying to leap through to the back of the spot over here. We ain't going to let it happen. We're going to TP him backwards. Get him in range of everybody. And let's see. We might need to soul crush him here, but I don't think we need to. Let's soul crush. Let's let's see. Let's soul crush these two guys real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Get a big chunk of damage on them. We got a little bit of extra reinforcements there, and we're ready for the next wave. Actually, probably the roughest wave so far. I feel like the Leap Dragons actually were causing some problems for us because they were jumping over the damage I was doing with my melting furnace right here. Okay. Now, though, I want to do a little bit more of a mixture, guys. So I feel like I've got it pretty much covered as far as attack damage goes over there. But I don't have enough archer damage over here. There's more sneaky guys trying to sneak through. Now that we got a combination of flying units and regular units, you need to make sure you've got something to take them down. So that's why we're leaving Olok in the back here. Hopefully he's just enough to clean up any guys that are trying to sneak through my defense. And it looks like it's going pretty well so far. This level is the first level where you feel like, you know, no matter what you do, you're going to be behind on one of the sides. So we go. He's got some arrows coming out against me. Ba-boom. But look at those gargoyles. They're tanky. If you guys haven't seen these guys yet, if you haven't seen the mausoleum yet, I'm going to talk about the little upgrades that you can do. But basically you get up to first, second, and third tier are okay. You just get more damage. Wonderful. As usual, man. Fourth tier is the first time where things start to change. Now you can go up to 3 different abilities over here. The 3 different abilities... Let's see. What we got. Wildlings, wolves, and warbears, and huntresses. Okay. But now you've got 3 different things you can go for. You can go for the gargoyles, which are very tanky. Look at their armor, man. They've got a lot of armor. They've got a pretty decent amount of health. They got a decent attack. I really like them as stalling units. I feel like they're not unbeatable or anything like that. But for what you get for what you pay for them, you get a good amount of stuff here, guys. So we're gonna pop down another Orc's Den down here. I just don't feel like letting people sneak through my defense. And I don't want to go for another Shadow Archer over there. Instead, we're gonna go for a Shadow Archer over here instead. So, that's the gargoyles. Then you've got this spectral communion. So the way that they work, by the way, even as the first tier, they gain souls over time. And they can go for a big burst attack if nobody's coming in at that time. So their big bursty attacks are what really gives them, like, their power, or their special tower ability, I guess. You know, like, almost everybody's got, like, their special ability kind of thing. So we're just going to soul crush these guys real quick. And Leap Dragons, Wildlings, Berserkers, Huntresses. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to still go for... We're going to go for one last Archer Tower over here. Lots of Archer Towers on the right, a little bit more magic on the left. It's a good combo, man. You see, now that we got all our towers basically set up here, things are getting a lot easier. You know, as you get later on in the game, you have an easier time. You have to micro less. You don't have to do as much. Things just work out in your favor. And I'm going to go for, I'm going to finally upgrade my furnace here. I've been waiting for a long time to get these abilities for my furnace. I feel like the furnace isn't as good, or the furnace's abilities are way better than a lot of the other towers' abilities. Like, you just, like, absolutely need them if you want the furnace to be rock solid, man. So we go, Gargoyle still tanking the crap out of these Berserkers and crap. Tank it up. Got some arrows coming in, doesn't matter, Gargoyles, tank it up, baby. But the middle path upgrade is going to do extra Spectre, so it's going to hold more. I believe it holds 3, then up to 4, then up to a max of 5 once you get this upgraded. Now, the weird thing about these upgrades is that the first one is really expensive, but the second one is really cheap compared to it for no extra reason. I don't really understand why, but it works, and it makes me happy. So, yeah, I always, whenever I'm getting that, if I'm going to buy the first one, I always buy the second one. You know, now we've got 5 souls, so if anybody ever comes in range over here, basically, they're dead. That's the best way to put it. Also, it seems like the Leap Dragons are causing some problems for us, so we're going to move them up a little bit. Hopefully keeping the Leap Dragons on the ground next to my magic towers over here. We got a lot of random units coming in on the right side over here. Even with all my Shadow Archers on the screen right here, it's definitely becoming a little bit of an issue, so we're going to pop our reinforcements down here. I don't know if it was an absolute necessity right there, but... and then screw it, man. We're going to go for another extra barracks back here, too. I probably should have done that earlier on in the game. But now at least I've got it. Now I've got it. Alright, another 4th tier Archer Tower. I'm a really big fan of just getting mostly damage for a lot of your towers. You don't need to go for all the extra abilities up in here. Just go for pure damage on these guys, get the 4th tier. A lot of times those extra abilities don't really work out to your favor. It's sort of just like, okay, that was nice, I guess. That was there. It was cool. All right, we got a new enemy coming in here. A Valkyrie, guardians of the spiritual world. They can revive fallen allies for the last battle. So they've got high armor. Now the crazy thing about this is that when they're gonna raise some people up from the death here, and I believe they have high magic resistance. So you're gonna have to combine somehow the ability to kill this girl with magic, and then kill the Draugrs with regular damage here. So they have high magic resistance. So that's why they end up being sort of an issue over here. So we're actually going to move these guys back just a little bit further. For most of the time, you want these guys in range of the dwarf at some point, or the furnace at some point. All right, here they are, though. There's a new enemy here, the Draugrs. They're slow, medium magic resistance. Only medium? I thought it was high. And rose for their last battle. So, but yeah, they're really not that difficult to deal with if you've got a furnace. But if you have anything else, just going like full magic or something like that, like you definitely run into some issues over here, guys. We're gonna go for it. 4th tier already, baby. Woo! The money's flowing in right now on round 12. I feel like late game just gets easier and easier if you set yourself up right. Things are going to go really, really well. And it kind of sucks in the early game because you want to get a lot of high-tier towers. We went for like a 4th-tier furnace right from the get-go, right? And that's going to help us out for the long term. It's going to be a little bit struggle-licious to survive in the beginning part of the game here. So we just got berserkers and huntresses, stalkers and glacial wolves, and a lot of stuff coming out over here. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. And last but not least, though, there's the possession. Take control of the enemy every 23 seconds. It'll fight by your side for a while. I really like this. It's one of my favorite abilities in the game. You can watch this. We're going to take over a freaking Nanok Warbear right here, hopefully. Come on, take it over. Take it over. Make him fight for us. No, we're going to kill him, aren't we? Oh, we killed the Nanok Warbears. Crap. I wanted to have him on my team, man. You know, like, why would you not want that guy on your team? Alright, so as far as this is concerned, I don't know. I don't really know if we need any insta-kills on these things. Let's just go for pure damage. We're going to go for crows across the board here. 3 crows. Let them do consistent, constant damage over time. We even have multiple crows attacking the same guy. Nice, I'll take it. Alright, Warbears, we're taking you over this time. We've gotta take him over. Do it. Warbear, we got a Warbear on our team. Yeah. There we go, Warbear. Go, buddy, go. Kill everybody in your path. Yes, Warbear. Isn't it awesome? So the nice thing is not only do we have a Warbear on our team hurting other people, he hurts himself by fighting the people too. So don't forget about that. You're also hurting the enemies by doing this. It's wonderful. Oakley dokley. I haven't really done this yet. It's actually pretty important for me to do. We're going to go all the way up to a 4th tier Orc's Den right here. And what this is going to allow us to do is basically defend the crap out of this area. I'm a really big fan, by the way, of the captain promotion. I really like it. I feel like it's wonderful. Now, keep in mind, I've got all of my abilities ready, so if any of these wyverns are going to actually sneak through, I've got my TP ready, I've got my Soul Crusher ready, so if I really need to save myself there, I'm ready for it, guys. Because I know it's weird to use 2 barracks in the back. Sometimes you want to use an archer tower or something like that to clean up the guys. And if you want to, feel free. I honestly don't mind if you switch up your strategy a little bit. That's the point of the game, right? To learn just a little bit. So we can, like, teleport this guy back real quick, and we're like, oh, crap, he's still going to sneak through. No, he's not. We're not going to let it. And we're going to soul crush these guys, and we're ready for the next wave. The final wave. Though I didn't see what was coming out here. Did not see what was coming out here. So like I said, if you don't like this guy, you're like, oh crap, you know what? I think I need to kill some of the flying guys. Go for an archer tower or something like that, like a 4th tier shadow archer. What you can do is you can swap these guys back and forth if you want to. Oh, look at that, we dodged him. Dodged him for the first time today. Didn't even really think I was going to do it, but we did it. Alright, and then we can just go for pure damage for the rest of the stuff. We're going to go for another archer tower here. All the way up to 4th tier. As usual, man, need to go 4th tier. You can see, these are apex freaking stalkers here, though. These guys are strong, and we're just destroying them. And we got a Warbear on our team again. Go, little Warbear, go! Accident. Oh, yeah, I love it, dude. I love it in the Warbear. Once he actually gets in action there, oh, my God. So it's really, this is extra especially wonderful. I feel like in the Viking area, in all the cold areas, because there's a lot of random strong units coming in here. And if you can take over some of the strong units and then kill all the weak units with the one strong unit on your team, it ends up working out wonderfully. So we got a big chunk of Warbears coming in. Let's just soul crush them right here. Take them down. Get a little bit of crow action here, why not? And that's pretty much all she wrote right there, boys. That's how we're going to take it down. No lives lost. Of course, it's going to require a little bit of micro, especially in the early part of the game, but after you get going in here, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I do recommend, instead of going for that Orc's Den in the bottom corner there, if you want to, just go for the Shadow Archer. Even if you want to start off with the Orc's Den and switch over to the Shadow Archer, that's fine by me. So what you're going to notice is this guy's going to kind of just climb away like a big Viking jerk right here. Running away. Yeah, he knew he couldn't beat us. He knew he couldn't take us down. So if you guys enjoyed, press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.